We all know Volvo, the Swedish car brand who is pretty conservative with their design, their styling, and everything about their whole brand. But mainly their cars are just, they make sense. They're not anything that's over the top crazy stuff like that. But with the EX90 that just got revealed yesterday at the time of this recording, I'm talking about every single aspect of the brand new EX90 confuses me. Not just a little bit, but a lot. So the brand new Volvo EX90 just got revealed like yesterday or 2 days ago, I don't even know, but at the time of this recording, all I'm trying to say is that it is very, very new, less than 100 hours new. But if you haven't already, just please subscribe down below to help me achieve my dream of becoming a successful YouTuber. I make all types of content on the channel, from everything from car reviews to vlogs to my personal opinions, to redesigning cars to short videos, and even informative videos. So basically every single thing a car guy would want in a YouTube channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button down below again, and make sure you also turn on post notifications so you'll be notified every single time I make a new video. But usually with Volvos, I really like them because they make sense and they're not just cars that are just pointless, and they don't confuse me at all. But with their newest addition to the fleet of Volvo cars, the EX90 confuses me a lot, and not just a little bit, but a lot. Reason number one is that the brand new Volvo EX90 literally just looks like an electric variant of the current XC90. And this is sort of what BMW did when they made the all-new combustion engine 7 Series, which just looks absolutely gorgeous with the M Sport. And then they just created the i7, which is the same proportions, except different graphics. Another example is the Ford F-150 gas model compared to the electric F-150 Lightning, which basically has the same proportions as the gas model, but just has different graphics. But there's one caveat: those are all cars based on one car, and the EXC90 is supposed to be a brand new model that succeeds the XC90, which basically means it's supposed to replace the XC90. So the reason why I'm confused is that, again, as I said, it doesn't even look like an all brand new model, it just looks like an electric variant of the XC90. Reason number two is that the name of the new EXC90 is literally XC90 with the letter E in front of it to signify that it's an electric vehicle. That is one of the most lazy naming things I've ever seen, honestly. And if they just put E in the front of XC90, that would signify as if it's like just some electric variant. BMW did this with the BMW i4, which was basically the 4 Series Grand Coupe, and then just put the letter I in front of it to signify their I division, which is their electric division of their whole brand. But then you have Mercedes-Benz EQ division, and they have created like the EQS, the EQE, the EQB, the EQC, every single thing of this,
it's crazy.
But those are all models that are not replacing anything, but just a variant of one other model. So you see the trend here, what I'm trying to explain? The EXC90 is literally just, it doesn't even make sense at this point how it's a new model and how it's supposed to, replace a model. Because it just looks like a variant. But it just looks and essentially is basically just a variant of an existing model. Just as the name of the EXC90, the interior is also very lazy in terms of design, because it has a Samsung tablet thingy but took some growth potion to make it 10 times bigger than what a Samsung tablet usually is. So Volvo basically copied Tesla's homework, except now making the Samsung tablet that drank the growth potion to protrude out of the top of the dashboard. Then they took the new iPhone 14 Pro Max S Plus, whatever the heck the name is, and then taped it on the dashboard right in front of you for your speedometer. So boom, bam, done. We are finished. That is your speedometer. And this is a trend that has been going around in the auto industry for a few years now, but with Volvos, usually they're not trend followers, but instead trend setters. And that sort of brings us to the exterior design again. So since I said Volvos are usually trendsetters, or at least not trend followers, they did it again with these extremely cool headlights, or DRLs, or daytime running lights, which are nothing like anything else on the market. But since this is a video about what doesn't make sense on the EXC90, I keep getting the two mixed up because they're so similar. And the next thing that doesn't make sense are the taillights, which are basically like split taillights, except usually in this current auto industry trend, that thing that's going on with all the auto manufacturers, usually it's a trend with the split headlights, but now Volvo did it with the split taillights, which honestly does not look good at all. And I do not understand why they even did it, because on their other crossover electric SUV, the C40 Recharge, I'm pretty sure, I think that's what it's called, it has really cool looking taillights, and I do not know why Volvo just split the taillights into two separate pair of lights, which just confuses me a lot, as I said. So instead of this look, this is how exactly I would design it. And since we're on the topic of design again, I just want to talk about the front bumper, and it just looks so like lackluster, and it just looks like a sheet of paper, just blank, like a blank sheet of paper just slapped on there for the front, and it just has no emotion, no soul, no nothing. It's literally soulless. And that blank sheet of paper needs to be sculpted into some beautiful shape to create the front nose of the car, essentially. And a good example of what a good supposed front grille area on an electric Volvo SUV should be on the EX90 is the C40 Recharge. Again. And I'm not talking about the headlights of the EX90, which, by the way, look incredible. Basically a recreation of the pop-up headlights, but those DRLs, the daytime running lights, they do also sort of like run down into the front bumper. And also, speaking of which, in the middle of the car, in the lower portion of the bumper, you do have this like whale mouth just like angrily staring at you as if it's pissed off at something, which I do not know what it is pissed off at. Because Volvos are usually like happy cars, they're very joyful looking things, but with the EX90, it's aggressive and pissed off. It's something I do not know what it is, but it is. Maybe the EX90 looks so pissed because it's actually pissed that it's not better than the model it replaces, which is the XC90. Now, the biggest problem that confuses me about the new EX90 is that it's supposed to replace the XC90, which was Volvo's best-selling car that sold so much more than their sedans and wagons. But most people aren't even ready to go fully electric. So if you're essentially replacing your best-selling model with something that's like less than half of the population isn't even ready to switch to, while costing at minimum $20,000 more, how the heck would it do better in sales, or even better in sales than the model it replaces? Like, you know, a mass production vehicle, it's supposed to appeal to the masses, and it's not supposed to just appeal to a small portion of society. Something that is appealing to a larger variety of society means that it will automatically be better in sales. And since I haven't heard a single word about a combustion model or a hybrid variant of the new EX90, this is basically what we're left with, and we don't even have any options to choose from. Like, there's no hybrid variant, as I said, there's no combustion variant, it's just purely electric. But I'm a lover of hybrids, I love hybrid cars, I would choose a hybrid EX90. Why take away so many options and choices to choose from? Like, you don't want a menu that just has pepperoni pizza, because some people like sausage, some people like vegetarian, some people like plain cheese. Like, would you ever go to a pizza restaurant that only serves pepperoni pizza? Exactly, you wouldn't really want to go there, but you might, but the same deal sort of applies to the new Volvo EX90. So if you want a brand new Volvo for the 2023 model year and up, but you do want it to be bigger than the C40 Recharge, but you don't want it to be electric, then I'm sorry to say this, but you're screwed. So with all of this concluded, let's get this straight. So we have a vehicle that's more expensive, which means it's also less attainable to most people. It's less elegant in my opinion. It has a worse interior that looks like it's designed by a doctor's office, and then you also have less options to choose from. So Volvo, you have done some amazing things in your history, especially in the latest years, but this, we need some explaining. But that is basically it for today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, please give it a like and subscribe down below if you haven't already, because it is my dream to become a successful YouTuber. I make all types of content on this channel, from everything from car reviews to vlogs to my personal opinions to redesigning cars to short videos and even informative videos. So basically every single thing a car guy would want in a YouTube channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and turn on post notifications so you'll be notified every single time I make a new video. But tell me your thoughts on the brand new Volvo I was about to say XC90 again, but tell me your thoughts on the brand new Volvo EX90, and if you do disagree, just tell me in the comments down below, or if you do agree, also tell me in the comments down below why you do agree with me. But if you did enjoy today's video, I do hope to see you in a future video, and bye for now. Doesn't make sense on the but before we get into any more of the video, make sure you like that oh god, I just said like the subscribe button.